It's Monday, February the 3rd, and I'm David Song, currency analyst with Daily Effects, here to cover the Reserve Bank of Australia interest rate decision. And even though the central bank is widely anticipated to keep the benchmark interest rate at 2.50%, we'll be digging into the policy statement, especially after the slew of policy statements that we heard just last week. And of course, this week we also have the ECB as well as BOE on tap. But for now, we'll focus on the Reserve Bank of Australia, given seeing a lot of market expectations that maybe Governor Stevens will be a little bit more neutral, a little bit more hawkish this time around, and even show some willingness that maybe the RBA could start normalizing monetary policy towards the end of this year, maybe early 2015. Certainly, I'm not part of this camp right now. Lots of concerns surrounding, of course, these EM countries and also China, of course, Australia's largest trading partner. So we'll see how these current themes continue to develop. But for now, guys, I think the RBA could actually be a little bit more on the cautious end, like what we saw with the Reserve Bank of New Zealand last week. I'm sure lots of participants were looking for some hawkish statements from Governor Wheeler last week. Didn't really get that. So I think, again, with the RBA, with the current market situation, not sure if we're going to get too much of hawkishness out of the RBA. Rather than that, I think a potential risk we could see with the RBA is maybe, or will they, look to toughen up their verbal intervention on the Aussie, as again, they favor a weaker currency, especially as they look to help rebalance it or help with the rebalancing of the real economy there. So on that, guys, we'll take a look at some price action, some interesting developments that I'm still watching for the Aussie dollar. Of course, longer term price action still very bearish. Also, relative strength index remains tilted to the downside. So on that, guys, I still think the Aussie dollar could be at risk for fresh lows over the near term. Of course, the policy statement today, and we'll also get another one, guys, an official statement from the the RBA on February 6th. But with that, with some of the risks that I'm seeing right now, could see a potential lower low in the exchange rate, as it appears as though we might have carved out this lower high just right below that 88.40, 88.30 region. So we'll continue to watch that, but of course, over the next 24, I think the RBA interest rate decision could be very meaningful, especially as we watch these opening ranges for February. So on that, guys, again, RBA not expecting too much in terms of the rate itself, but again, the market, the central bank language is going to be very important, and of course we'll dig into the policy statement. And just be mindful, we still have the lunar holiday going on in the Asia Pacific. So once Asia opens up their doors, might still see some thin market conditions. So just keep that in the back of your minds. But as always, guys, stay prudent and good luck on your trades.